Alright, let's do a quick little tutorial on how to get the generator set up. Normally I have the generator cable down here, so I'll pull that out. Alright, so I got the generator cable out. Obviously, you know, it's got the specific type of prongs that have to go in matchingly, as well as the female end. The female end will go into the wall here, and the male end will go into the unit here for the 30 amp. Obviously this unit needs to be wheeled out into the driveway. The exhaust is on this end, so we'll point that away from the house. Before you start it, a couple of things. Make sure that the engine switch is in the run position. If it's in the off, it will never turn on, so it's in the run position. Make sure that the breakers are in the off position so that there's not a load against the engine. When you're ready to start, come over here. The choke, you want to turn the choke to closed. And right now, I have the engine or the gas in the off position because I wanted to empty the gas out of the gas line so there wouldn't be old stale gas sitting in the engine. So I ran it, once I had turned it off, I ran it until it cut itself off. So choke in the closed position, open up the gas switch here so that it is down in the on position. Give it a second for the fuel to drop down into the engine, and then give it a few tugs to start it up. At some point I'm going to order another battery, and then you should be able to just push the start button and it'll come back on. Once that's on, again, you leave this in the off position for a second. You do have to, before any power from the generator will go to the house, you will have to engage the mechanical safety. Basically, you cannot allow power to come into the panel from the generator with this while the main breaker is on. So you would turn the main breaker off if there's no power, if we're without power. Turn the main breaker off. That will allow this to slide down. Once this slides down, you would then be able to turn this breaker on and allow power to come in. However, leave that breaker off, but go ahead and move this so that it can slide down. Then basically you will turn off everything in the breaker panel. Turn off everything, because once you have the generator coming on, it's plugged into here, it's plugged into there, coming in from outside the garage. Go ahead and close the garage on the power cord so that we don't get fumes back into the house. Generator's running, so you're ready to start putting power to the house. First thing you'll do is turn the breaker, the 30 amp, which is the double one, into the on position. Then you will come over here. This will be off. This will have slid down. Everything up here is in the off position. You will then turn the generator switch on here. That will power up this whole panel. Once you've powered up this panel, then you will select what you want to be able to run. The big stuff you want to keep off. Like, for example, keep the dishwasher and disposal off. Keep the hot water off. You know, obviously don't run the dryer. Keep the AC off. What you will want to turn on is the heat or furnace, which will allow us to have heat to the house. You can turn on the light switch and receptacles, and again, you'll have to look down through this, but you know, you'll want the downstairs lights, the bathroom, the downstairs family lights. There's the refrigerator and the GFIs on the kitchen, dining room, front foyer, microwave, nook pantry, master smoke lights, crawl space, heater furnace, which we mentioned, garage, kitchen lights, garage door open, GFCI, Oh, obviously, when you shut the garage without power, you'll have to pull the emergency switch and shut it, and then you can re-engage it once you get power back to it. Gas range is right here, number, I guess it's 28 or 27, so that you can get the spark to light the gas range and the kitchen GFIs and so forth. This gas range down here is if we've replaced it with an electric. So just take a look through those, and that's basically how you're gonna get the generator running and get the power to be on to the house. And like I said, turn different things on as you need them. If we want to take a shower, you need to turn off, you'll probably need to turn off the refrigerator for a period of time, and then turn on, to be honest with you, I think our system could handle it. You could turn on the hot water or the water heater for like 30 minutes before you want to use it. That way it'll heat the water back up. You may not even need it. You may be able to use what's just in the water heater, especially if the power's only been off for a few hours. It'll still be hot. But if it's been several days, you'll have to turn the water heater on periodically to kick the temperatures back up on that. So that's what we got.